Okay, hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're looking at a requested game. The requested game in question is Divekick. I've got no familiarity with this game, but it seems to be a game where you basically have two buttons, and you dive and you kick, and that is the entire game. That and a Johnny Gat from Saints Row as a playable character as well. So yeah, there you go. There's that. And that's an interesting concept, a fighting game where literally only two buttons are available to you. That's an interesting concept. I like the idea of that. But let me go over what it says on Steam and stuff. So Divekick, the version actually it says, as you can see here, is Divekick Edition Plus. So I guess they must have updated it at some point. The game originally came out in 2013, and it's developed and published by Iron Galaxy. And it says here on Steam that Divekick is the world's first two-button fighting game. It distills the essence of fighting game genre into just two buttons, no D-pad directional movement. Includes two extra playable characters, Fencer from Nidhogg, that's cool, okay, and Johnny Gat from Saints Row. Yeah, just so you know, this was requested by Lily, so thanks for requesting this. I hope this is the game you meant with Divekick, because one word apparently, there's no space in between. So yeah, let's jump into Divekick. I've set, in case you're wondering, the buttons in question, even though it seems to be more than one button because you have the A button to select. I'm basically continuing to kind of experiment with controllers at the moment. That's why I'm using my 8-bit Do Pro 2 controller. Always hard to say that. And I've set the R button and the B button as being, so R button dives, B button kicks. So currently like playing a Pokemon game called fan-made Pokemon game where pretty much I use like the R button as like the start menu, bring up the start menu, which I'm enjoying. Yeah, so technically this isn't a two-button game because I'm having to use the A button, which I didn't assign to be my dive or kick button. So technically speaking, even though while in combat you're using only buttons, you still have to use the D-pad to select modes and stuff. And if you're using two-button control, you can. Okay, so there is a two-button mode for the menus. Okay, now that's fine. At least they've accounted for that. So strange enough, this game has a story mode, online, how to play. Go to options first. Difficulty meh. That probably works for me. Two-button menu off. Okay. You probably could quite easily because you just press one button to cycle through the menu options and press the other button to confirm. That's all you really need. Really. And it might even have a completely designed. Let's actually have a look to see what this two-button menu looks like. Ah. Okay. Okay, so that's an interesting concept. So yeah, you can. I'm keeping this resolution. So the UI quality is on low for some. Main reason I'm going to keep it at this resolution is most of the time when I'm playing games on Steam, I play in full screen. But it all depends on the quality that's being put forward, and I don't personally think that, in terms of like this isn't a very heavily graphic. It's not like I'm playing Sons of the Forest here, you know what I mean? In terms of graphics, so or anything like that. So I think it's fine to leave it as it is. What I will do though, if it is a little bit weird doing this, by the way, is I'll put the UI quality on high. Should be fine. Okay, yeah, see, it's interesting having the two-button one. But we'll see how we get on. Now, funny enough, I feel like there isn't actually a two-player mode exactly. The fencer. Just a little graphic. Oh, of course I want to play as seeing what the characters. Some interesting characters here. I wonder if Markman is... Is Markman a reference to Markiplier? But he doesn't look like Markiplier. He looks like Angry Joe instead. So... I don't know. The Baz. Obviously, like, some kind of Batman. Jeff Faley. Is that Jeff Rowley? Is that going... No, not Jeff Rowley. What's his name? Jeff Faley. There is a wrestler that's called Jeff. I can't remember his full name. Reference to that. Uncle Sensei. Okay. We have Dr. Scholes. Mr. N. That's an interesting character there. Kick. Redacted. Kung Pao. Dive. It's Kung Pao. Kung Pao. To me personally, I like the fact that you have the Fencer and Johnny Gat in here, but you really need to have the Chosen One from Kung Pao Enter the Fist. If you had him as a playable character in here, you'd have a 10-star game right here. You know, and then in the have a stage dedicated where in the background you just have the woman go wee 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 in the background the entire time. The man with the clown shoes runs across the screen at some point as well. Fantastic. Right. So I'm gonna play as Johnny Gat. So this is reconfiguring the controls again.
God, it feels good to be out of that vat.
Okay, so yeah, so this is that's interesting. So yeah, it's a 2-player mode. I'm gonna just
act like you know.
God. So this is gonna be just me versus this dude, and it's just gonna be basically me on practice mode because I didn't realize this is the thing with versus. You got to understand, versus mode is not like it used to be. It's not just 1-player versus 2-player anymore. When you click versus mode, the expectation nowadays, I guess this game did come out in 2013, so you can kind of give it a little bit of leeway there in that sense. But, you know, just keep it like that. Oh, I can have old man Gat. Oh, of course I want old man Gat. Look at him. He's old. But yeah, you know, nowadays, in my opinion, you can't really get away with having versus mode simply be 1-player versus 2-player. It's just not really... You got to have the versus computer, the team battle, whatever you have. So we have... This is a jump. Okay. I guess you could say this is a little bit of a practice. So... So in all fairness, it's not a 2-button game because I just press start and that paused the game. Okay, I think I get an idea of what this game is like, and if I'm honest with you, I do like... I'm going to play the story, obviously, so I can have some like versus computer action going on. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go and turn this 2-button menu off, because it is hella annoying. There we go. Just gonna go to the story. See, so we can pick whoever we like, can we? I think it's quite funny. So, got Johnny Gat. I kind of want to play as the Pixel though. The Pixel's quite funny. Oh, actually no. Shall we play as Mr. N? He's obviously clearly the best character.
I don't have my stick.
Yeah, we'll play as Mr. N. He is the best character. Oh, we got the pink onesie. Oh, we gotta have the pink onesie. They made Mr. N as raw talent, but take it so far as a great sort of time, but so far he has been riding the coattails of the best friend, Divekick, and blood dust and suffered a brutal loss to Uncle Sensei at the World Championship. He paid a massive sum to have his brackets rigged in his favour. So I wonder if all characters have this like kind of little story. Results for a tournament, such a disarray that everyone was disqualified and the tournament was cancelled, so ending Sensei's 10-year win streak of retirement. N fights because he needs money to pay off a debt owed to a mob boss, Don Luau. If not for the debt, Mr. N would probably be staying only 4 minutes a day and play his favourite computer game, which he's terrible at. Fair enough. I will say, I've got to read them quite quickly. Just pressing A to continue would, after each of the text boxes, be a nice...
From above.
Okay, let's have a look. See.
Round one, Divekick.
Take that.
Oh,
Where'd the chair go?
Okay. I like how he has a lucky little pillow as well.
Take that. Take that.
Okay, I kind of understand. So it's a one-hit death game. Even more reason for Kung Pao to be in this game. Huh? The hell was that? I just stand here. I don't have to do anything. I literally don't have to do anything. I could just stand here. The dude's too... It is a game of appeasance. I feel like that's a joke this game would make. Oh, oh no! My ankle! Okay, I get the appeal of this game. I do think it's a little bit silly though. Yeah. It's definitely a bit silly. And I can tell immediately. Why am I going backwards, by the way, when I'm jumping?
No, that's broken.
Yeah, I don't get this. This is 100% not my type of fighting game. It's comical. It's comical, but it's really not my type of fighting game. Yeah, I feel like it is the type of game where you probably... It's all about psyching out your opponent. And in case you don't know, actually, you can press the kick button to do a... yeah, you can do the kick button to dive backwards. Dive backwards. So it's all about psyching out your opponent.
No, you cannot.
Oh dear. Not losing. Oh. Yes, yeah. Got S in everything but that. Now we're fighting Johnny Gap. Continuity is important. 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 Oh.
Round one, Divekick. Karate.
I don't even need to move. I just stand here. It's like, hello. I don't see the point of moving. There you go. That's the reason why. What's the point of moving? Get to a point where he literally gets too close to me, and there's nothing he can do. Like, let him get close. Come on. Come on. You know.
Karate.
Oh, so that counts as his win, even though it was a draw, because of some non-existent line. Okay then.
Round four, Divekick. Oh yeah.
Take that. Take that.
Eat this. It'll wash out.
We can just keep doing it. Like I said, it's comical.
Divekick.
Take that.
You don't even have to hit him in the head. I just fly around.
Round six, Divekick. Eat this.
Take that.
Oh yeah. Karate. End shot. Lucky shot. Mr. N.
There it is.
wins.
No, you cannot.
I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, and now we're... So we're going up against the thing. This badger do a dive kick. No, it's not this badger. This one smells worse than baby. I know an opportunity when I see one. I'll capture you and make a fortune. I feel like that's the kind of voice he would have.
Yes.
I'm not fat, I'm big boned.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Hi. Hi.
Just like,
Round
hi,
2.
hi.
Dive kick.
Hi.
Hi, hi,
Round
Hi.
3. Dive
Hi.
kick.
hi. He's growling at me.
Hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Oh no. Hi.
Hurry up.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Fraud detection.
Round 5.
What about?
Dive kick.
Oh no, he got me.
Detection averted.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Yeah, if you hold the buttons together.
Take that.
Mr. M wins.
No, you cannot.
I just see it's like children back there. I'm just reading these tips from Uncle Sensei, and they're just ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, I like the humor of this game. I haven't really got much to say. It's a two-button game. It's like
Round.
it's more about like reading your opponent's moves than anything.
Hi. Hi.
Headshot.
Gain.
Round 2. Dive kick.
But at the same time, I get a little bit impatient because, like I said, if you said to me, "Oh, you're having fun,"
Dive kick.
I would say, "Not really."
Round 4.
But at the same time, I just don't think this is the type of game for me.
Round 5. Dive kick.
No way.
Okay, so I can hover. That's interesting.
Round
See the point of that?
6. Dive kick.
Where'd the chair
He
go?
beat me again. I'm losing interest, if I'm honest. I'm just
Round
rushing.
7. Dive kick.
Take that. Hi. Dollar bills, y'all.
I want to see what happens if he does beat me.
8. Dive kick.
Hi.
Round 9. Dive kick.
Take that.
And you didn't beat me.
Mr.
I wasn't even trying.
wins.
Oh, he's putting food out and crying. What? Okay, a weird statement to make.
Death from above. Round
Oh, this thing looks
1.
interesting.
Dive kick.
But I'm gonna stop there for dive kick. Yeah, my 2 cents on the game is it's okay. It's a fun little distraction. I think if you and a friend could play it together, then you'd get more enjoyment out of the game. At least it's got a story mode, and I'm guessing each character has like its own little story. It has an intro and an outro, which is cool. But if I'm honest with you, it's not my type of fighting game. If I'm honest, like you got to understand when it comes to fighting games, I'm very finite on what I like when it comes to fighting games. So I can see where people can find enjoyment from this, but it's just not my type of game. So, but yeah, thanks for the request. I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.